Hi guys, welcome to Tarot for Tired People, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today I'm very excited to share with you a little curation of my cutest decks. Since November's word of the month was magic, these are my most magical decks, but in the cute way. Let's start with Forest Spirit Imprint Tarot. It's by US Star Wheel Game Systems. I think that's like a collab between US Game Systems and a Chinese company. I may be wrong. I don't know. But this is one of the Chinese decks that got really popular a while ago. I never bought it. And being a new collector, this month when I was looking for cutesy decks, I had to get this because it's got the theme of Thumbelina in a forest with these big birds. She's even smaller than the big bird, which looks like a small bird. And I have been really enjoying this deck. I think I love the greens and the blues, and it's so sweet and calm and cute. And this is my most favorite card in the deck, the Nine of Cups, because I just love the idea of her floating on a lily pad in a lotus lake. And actually, it's the cup suit that I really like. But also the major arcanas have a little bit of purples in them. Like this is the devil card, but look how cute it is. And there's a guy here throwing down some pearls, and the devil looks very cute. And even the pentacles or the 10 of swords, so cards that could be a little bit negative, are not in this deck. And they have this storytelling sort of art where the story happens through the deck. And for a month like this, where I was having a lot of chaos around me, it was a lovely little deck to sit with. And like, look at this Emperor card. It's so nice. You have this crown, but that looks like a nest, and she's on a branch with this bird that she's traveling with. Even the pentacles are so earthy, and the cups, like the elements of it, is also expressed in a beautiful way. And there's a lot happening in each card. So you could spend a lot of time looking just at the cards. But what I really like about this deck is when you lay out your cards it has that forest feel. Like, look at this 10 of Pentacles. It's a birthday party. Ooh. It has this really nice gilding. It's quite a popular deck. You may have seen it before. And that's why the timestamps, if you've seen it a lot in my channel, or if you've seen it before, you can just skip around, and look at the decks you want to. But when you lay out the cards of this deck, it's actually really pretty together, because everywhere there is the element of forest and magical creatures and cute things happening, and people, and she is on this journey, and with her little bird, with a little big bird, and with other forest people with her, So I really like this. Now, as you know, with the Southeast Asian decks, usually there's this one card, but usually the guidebook is small and there's half Chinese and half in this. But I'm not a guidebook. Like, I haven't bought this for the guidebook. I've bought this for the storytelling aspect of this deck, and which is what I have been thoroughly enjoying about this deck. Everything about, like, the wand suit has that fire element. Now, the only thing, which is actually a good thing, I guess, it's very thin and it's kind of slippery, so it keeps slipping. But besides that, I just love how each of these cards make you feel happy, and that's what a cute deck should do. It should take you somewhere, like a Ghibli experience. Studio Ghibli, if you're a big fan of it, like I am, deals with some very tough topics and, difficult topics. And yet it's done in a way that will not trigger you, but make you feel really good and keep you, engrossed in the storytelling. And that's how I think, that's what I was looking for. I was looking for decks that do that storytelling for me. So it's really like sitting down. I've been watching also a lot of Studio Ghibli. So while the adult in me was, managing the chaos and firefighting that, I was sitting with these cute decks. So this is my first cute deck of this curation. This one you would have seen on my channel quite a bit. The Under the Oak Tarot was actually first in a neglected deck thing. But then the first time I bought it, I was obsessed with it, and every time I touch it, I get obsessed with it again. It's such a beautiful magical deck. This is by Los Carabeo, and this is also a story of this girl, but she is She's got, she's visually impaired, and she's also on this magical journey. But you see how the forest is completely different. And there are mythical creatures here, but she doesn't have a companion. She's going by, and the mythical creatures are all interacting with her, and, you know, these little forest creatures. And it's a different kind of forest. You can tell that. And for me, it's a very clear reader. It's a, I use it actually for a lot of predictive spreads, because somehow it has that energy. But again, like all cutesy decks, this is cute, but in an adventurous way, because everything is a little bit like, I think very few cards are during the daytime, but most of the cards are nighttime in the forest. So it has that purple and blue tone. So very nice cardstock, because I like this matte. I love this paper rustle. And somewhere, in some places, like she has that vision. And look at that sun card. It's so nice. She's on a unicorn. Yeah, so, and all of this is under a big oak tree. I think that's how it is. So this is the Under the Oak Tarot. It's very popular. It's very nice. It's very violet and blue and magical and, you know, twinkling stars and all of that. Really nice. Oh, look, there's a little creature. Or is that the tree? Under the Oak Tarot, guys. Mass market goodness. This is the BOHMS Tarot. It's again another Southeast Asian deck. Also quite old. Now the cardstock's not very nice. It's just very basic. But it's so cute, because you have these bombs, which are like these little teeny mini fairies that are helping everybody in, you know, in every card. They are there. Like they're helping the High Priestess here with her moon and sash. Or they're helping the Empress here by giving her heart and wheat. And it's got this sort of, like, even in Five of Cups, they're holding one of the cups and saying, "Oh, don't feel bad." So I think it's so cute, because in cards like Nine of Wands, they're still there saying, "Don't worry, we got you." You know, they're like these little supportive fairies. But this is the kind of animation style I really enjoy. And there's something very happy about it and very calm about it, because it's a muted color palette, but it's still so, colorful. I don't like when decks can be too busy, because then my neurodivergence gets very upset with that. So I love how in the King of Cups, she's standing on a cup. Here they're there, you know. So everywhere they sort of come in, and here they're also walking away from these cups. You know, they're like, "We are with you in the journey." And I love these bombs. They are the ones that are called bombs. BOHMS. And each of these cards in the deck have this, like, it's very RWS cloney. So if you are a beginner, you would like this deck. Don't expect too much of the, what do you say, of the cardstock. But expect really nice storytelling, but not one story like you saw in the last deck of one story around in a forest, but more like, oh, it's an animated cartoonish thing, but the continuity element here are literally the bombs. You know, they are there with you in all these journeys. So even when you're looking at a card and saying, "Oh, look at the Five of Pentacles," but you have these bombs, they're working with you, and they're with you in the Ten of Pentacles, and they're with you in the Chariot, driving your chariot. So they are always with you. Really cute. Like, look at this star card. It is so cute. I love it. I love this little deck. This is a cute deck called BOHMS Tarot. And before we move on to the next deck, I also wanted to show you guys the backs, because the backs of this deck is really nice. Like the first two decks I always featured in a video, I forget all these things. But I love the backs of this one. It's so Victorian tea party, you know? I love it. It's just so cute. So yeah, now I should remember to show all of that. Rainbow Tarot, I don't think anyone needs an introduction to this. When I had bought it, I didn't really like it. I don't know why. But I've grown to love it, because it adds that colorful, and it's got this really nice gilding, and it's so colorful in a spread, and it works so well with the Prairie Majesty Oracle. So I really like, you know, I've been using it quite a bit this month, and really enjoying working with it, even when some people are like, even when the King of Swords is a serious guy, you know. But just the way that the color is being used, it's very nice. Like, yeah, the cardstock again leaves a lot to be wanted, but it is a deck that essentially, if you like cutesy decks, you should have in your collection. It's easy, it's mass market, it's cheap. And because now it's old, so it's, and I know there's another deck like this, right? But again, even in the cutesy decks, I need each of the cutesy decks to be very different from each other. So this one's the one with which plays around with a lot of colors in every single card. So here, like, you have the lavender and the pink and the yellow and that deep accented blue. So like, so nice. I've been using this quite a bit. This is the Rainbow Tarot. Oh, forgot. Wait. Have to show you the backs. Look how pretty. Like, how can you not have a great day when you see a back like that? That's very nice. Love it. Prairie Majesty Oracle, again, very popular, so you can skip this part if you have seen this 50 times on my channel and other people's channels. But what a lovely deck to have. Honestly, it's not just if you like question decks or something like that. Just in general, if you want to play around with colors and you're feeling like you need a little more color in your life and, you know, cool, cute feelings, because you're either feeling cute or you're not feeling cute and you need some cuteness, then this is an excellent card. I don't necessarily use it for animal energy, but more like the question and the keyword. But really, if I really were to talk, it's for the question. Where do I give and receive? And then I use tarot with it. I don't use it by itself. I always like to match it with a tarot deck, and it works actually with a lot of tarot decks because of just the way it is so bright and joyful. And that's what we want, right? When we are talking about cute decks, we want decks that add joy to our lives, you know, because there's a time and place for all kinds of decks in life. This would not have been what I wanted maybe 2 months ago when I was sitting with Somnia, but there's always a place. And this is the back, and this is Prairie Majesty Oracle. I keep showing this one also quite a bit on my channel. It's by Rockpool. It's a tiny little tarot deck with this most gorgeous lime green edging and these very cute backs. Very nice cardstock. It's matte. And I really think it's so cute. I have a special place in my life for alien space decks, and I don't have a lot of them, you know, and especially when it's got that comic book feel and this bright lime green and you know, white and black. I mean, give it to me. I mean, look at this Hermit card, guys. Come on. How cute is that? It's so cute. This deck is just, it's not just like I've read with it. It adds a little, it also has that kind of a reading voice. It's quite quirky. It's quite witty. It will say things to you that you were not expecting. And it's got that 5 of ray guns as this person trying to attack somebody, you know, but all very cute and funny and will make you laugh. A lot of these cards are really going to just make you laugh. It's really such a pleasure to sit with, such a pleasure to travel with, because if you're using this with other people, it's always a joy. You're adding that joy to other people's lives, and it's also suggestive. Yes, it is, you know, but very cute, very sweet, lovely little deck. I am not going to try to pronounce this in case I get banned. So this is the Cosmic Sea Tarot by Sam Rook of Rockpool Publishing. Did I remember to show you guys the backs? I did. And yes, love a good matte cardstock. That's like something that I love, and you know that. I mean, look, there is a place and time for glossy also. I'm not saying that, but it's just my preference. Okay, let's get on with the next one. This is a new acquisition, the Rabbit Tarot. I did not back it at Kickstarter stage. I literally paused Sharon from the Trio of Witches Tarot, her video of the Rabbit Tarot, and I put in an order. And I wish I had done a little more research because I wanted all the Kickstarter goodies. And then I realized that instead of buying it from Vermilion, I should have just bought it from mainland China, because there you were still getting those goodies. And you were getting it at half price because no tariffs. But lesson learned, you know. I saw free worldwide shipping and I jumped at it. But yeah, I'm gonna shift my purchases of Southeast Asian decks and Chinese decks to mainland China. I figured out how to do that now. But anyway, I was so close to buying this twice. Anyway, love this deck. I can't stop talking the praises of this deck. It is just so beautiful. I mean, guys, you must have, I'm going to link Sharon's video because she's done a walkthrough of this deck, and you will see and you will fall in love just the way I did. It is a very, very cute deck. It is such a cute deck. It made me want to create an oracle for it, which I have done. And which is why hopefully Editing S will be able to put up one image. I don't know, guys. Like, okay, I must say, I am right now sitting at the edge of almost being hypocritical about this whole AI thing in tarot and art, because I am pretty sure, I'm about 200% sure this is an AI deck. Okay. I know there's an artist and the artist has shown the process, but if Editing S puts up the image I have created to the oracle to go with this, you will see that this is mid-journey art, or this is, and AI art is not easy to create. Like, it's not 6 fingers. Those days are gone. AI is moving faster than speed. And I don't know where I stand with it, you know, because at work, there's a lot of use of AI. Like, it is what it is. I live in a very AI pro country, all of that. But I don't think it has a place in art. But again, in the same way as Photoshop helps artists, you need a vision to be able to create this. AI is not going to create it. AI is just the tool you use to bring it to life, but you yourself have to think what the 9 of Pentacles is going to look like. You know what I mean? And then you have to train the AI to produce it. So I don't know really where I stand, because I've seen bad AI decks, and please, like, I don't even know why they do Kickstarters and they sell for $80, and I'm like, are you kidding me? But something as good as this, I'd pay for. And because end of the day, if you are generating better art by using AI, I guess I am here for it. I don't know. I mean, I'm still mulling over my opinions around it, because it's not black and white. It's quite gray, and it's very much part of our life. And I was just that person who was very pro internet, had a career in social media when it was not even a career. My mother got very upset. What the hell was I doing with life? And then it became the thing, you know, that everybody wanted to do. So in the same way as I'm very pro AI at work, I believe in technology and all of that. And I think that there's a place and law and ways of using it. And I think any artist using AI tools should declare it. Not declaring it is not right. Like, you have to work with Gen AI to know that this is not human made. Just because it's watercolor is not human made. And that, as I said, I think I'm fine with that, because I know I created Oracle decks, I create AI art. I know that you can't do it unless you have this vision, creative vision of it. It is, AI in art is exactly like Photoshop, but you can't say, oh, don't use Photoshop, you must paint with your hand. It doesn't work like that. I've seen women put their photos and create ChatGPT AI decks, which I think is a joke. And I've seen that on Kickstarter, and I'm like, please, I've seen it sell otherwise for $80, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Etsy's full of that. But things like this, what I really love this deck. I absolutely adore this deck. I just wish they had declared it, because I think there's a lot of gray right now, especially because people don't know. I am from a different world, so I understand. I can see it, I can catch it. And I just wish that creators will start declaring it. The more we are open about it, the more boundaries we can set about disclosures, etc., and the faster we can move on with this. The world is not as anti-AI as it was, you know. So yeah, but anyway, this is about how cute this is. Okay, let's just focus on that. This is very cute. It is a cute deck. You can't deny that. I didn't want this to become a full-blown conversation on AI, but I also wanted to say, like, I have a problem, right, with people not declaring, right, that it's AI, because somebody might not want to use it for the environmental reasons. They don't use AI, etc. I get it. Everybody has their personal stand, and you need to respect somebody's opinions of something that is so polarizing. And therefore, I think declaring and disclosing is very important. This is what I believe in. I have a problem that there is a lot of Tarotubers now that are coming about. I mean, I'm new to Tarotube and all of that, creating decks that are not even mid-journey. Forget mid-journey. They are ChatGPT. They've put their own photos. They have done some really bad work in AI, and they're also not declaring it. And I think if you're a creator, right, it is your responsibility to declare these things, because you have to be on one side of history. You don't have to go around with a banner saying, I am an anti-AI. Like, what do you know about AI to be anti-AI? It has humongously bad environmental impact. It has all of those things, but I think most people take a stand based on what is popular. Anyway, 90% of the world don't have their own opinion because they don't sit and think. But I think if you're a creator, especially if you're a creator, because I've been seeing so much of those decks that people are like, oh, I have an emotional story and I did this on Procreate. No, you didn't. You put your photo and told ChatGPT to create a deck. What you have done is a really shoddy job, and you as a creator should be declaring, if not anybody else. It starts with you, it starts at home. Right? I am here saying, I don't know where I stand, because here's an AI deck. It's my third AI deck and I like it. I like it. I work with it. It reads fine to me. So knowing very well that it's AI. So I mean, this was going to be a cutie deck, curation. But I'm just saying that I think it's important that Tarotubers are on this deck creation journey, and please go on it with it, make your money, do all of that. Great, awesome. But stop declaring ChatGPT art as, stuff you have done, an emotional story and inner child decks and selling at $80 and I don't know what. Not cool. Declare what you have done. Like even my Oracle deck that I've created, I'm going to put it on that MPC shop, because anything I create, I'll just put it there. It's completely AI. I will declare it. My collage deck is not AI. That's me sitting on Canva doing my work, This one was not a Canva thing. I wanted a deck to go with these, these cutesy decks, and I didn't have an Oracle that went with it, and I created my own. And that's tarot. That part of is my creative, ignition of that tarot does. So, and I was talking about it with my bestie, like, nobody declares it, what the hell? And she said, oh, you should. And I'm like, yeah, I know I will. So yeah, that's Rabbit Tarot again. I love it. Saying paintings by artists into the nature of tarot is not cool. I get it. This is still from an organization, so they have different ideas. I get it. But when you're an individual tarot tuber creating deck, and I see you putting AI deck and people saying, love it, it's so inner child, they don't know. Most people in TarotTube don't know. They're not working in creative fields that I am, right? You don't get to do that. You should not do that. This is your community. You need to stand by. The big people don't. But how are you putting out decks? I have a problem with that, So if anybody watching this, and I've seen your decks, I know who you are. I'm not going to name and shame, but I know who you are. I see your decks all the time. And I see people buying them thinking that they are not. It's not cool. So if you're watching this, please declare that your deck is made on ChatGPT. Declare that your deck is AI made. It's important. Yeah, that's it. Done with the rant. Now is my cutest deck ever. I've been talking about this so much on Instagram. I love this deck. Oh my god, it's new and I love it. I can't get enough of it. Okay, guys, this is called some Honey Night KNIGHT Tarot. And it just comes in one size, and it's always discounted because I think all of the ones they printed had this spelling error where pages are spelled as pace, and I don't care. I saw it and I was like, I need this in my life. And this deck is so cute. It is so tiny. It's a micro little deck. Like, this is a standard tarot card, and look how tiny this is. I love it. I absolutely love it. It is so cute. Okay, like, come on, guys. Look at this. I mean, can you look at the little teeny, mini people? There's something so joyful about this deck, like even the tower, or here, everything is pace of pentacles instead of page. That's the only reason this always sells. And I've not still seen any page of versions of this deck, so I think all the ones they printed came out this way. That's why it's forever discounted, but it is so cute. I want like a full length version of this because it is just teeny mini people, beautiful, joyous energy. I've never gotten, like, I know it's been very, very new, but every time I pull from it, I get the cutest readings. Honestly, even the reading is cute. And I have to say, I think this might be my cutest deck. Like, and it might be one of my pride and joys. Like, and because I like the tactile feeling of decks in my hand, this one just feels so cute. Like, guys, look at this art, right? It is just so cute. Oh, I have no other word to use for it. See, again, Page of Cups. Can you guys see that? So all the pages, that's why it's, and they also have the astro signs, which is so cute. They went into some detailing here. They were like, we're going to give you those things. And I was happy with this deck. I was really looking forward to it. Like, look at this dark card. I'm feeling so hope and healing when I see this. Oh, I love it. Very, very sweet. Very, very cute. Here you go. This is the Honey Night Tarot. I guess they all live in this little forest. Oh, makes my inner child really happy. This is just the kind of deck she wanted. And the funny part is, a lot of the WoW studios and all of that, they all have mini versions, deluxe versions, all of that. This one, there's only one version. This one, I've looked for it. Unless you guys see, let me know, please. I would love to get a full-length version of this one. But I haven't found any. This comes only in one version, I think. But when I lay these cards out, whether spread or just intuitive pull, I'm like, oh, it always makes me go, oh, it's okay. You're saying devil? Okay, no problem. You know, that's how I feel about it. It's like one of those that you can't ever get angry with. Like, okay, here, 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, okay, I understand. You know, that's how you're going to feel about this. And look at the little 4 of Wands. And the Wands have these heads on top of the... Oh, I love this deck. This is Honey Night Tarot. And the back, okay, the backs are not very nice. I think the backs are random, but the box is very cute. Hey guys, I'm so sorry. I'm sure you didn't come here to hear me rant about this, but I hope you liked my little curation of cutesy decks, because honestly, that was the intention. I just went into something else because then I started remembering these decks and I started feeling angry because it's such a polarizing topic in the community and I don't want people to not know what they are using and all of that. So, but anyway, I hope you liked the video. Maybe you didn't. And like and subscribe and all of those things, and leave a comment if you liked any of these decks, etc., etc. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.